Good afternoon, everybody, on this Saturday afternoon. And we have an event announcement coming up right after the intro. And we are back. This is not going to be a very long announcement. More or less, it's just kind of, letting you know what stuff is going on. For those of you that are wanting to know what's going on, so to speak. So, hi Amy, how you doing? Hopefully your Saturday is doing really good. Um, there we go. Get that up there anyway. Hey Patricia, how you doing? It's been a while since I've seen you. It's going okay. It's a Saturday. Um, I have to build something, help my wife build something after this for a little bit, but hopefully everything is sounding good on this end here. So, hey Lori, how you doing? Jamie Lynn, see y'all in here. So, had an investigation last night at the Time Community Theater here in Oshkosh, which is a very interesting building. But I will talk about that at another time being. So, yep, I'm in a man cave. Yep, I'm in the basement. That's where I hold my shows. I just haven't. I gotta style it up a little bit more in the back, but you know how that goes. So, basically, for today's announcement, just wanted to talk about February 11th, which is the Valentine's investigation at the Waushara County Historical Museum in Wautoma, Wisconsin. For those of you who are out of state and don't know where it's at, that's where it is at. Yeah, my hair. Yeah, I got rid of the beard. Got too much work. So I said, screw it, chop it down today. So, anyhow, now you got me off kilter there, Jamie Lynn. So basically, this coming Thursday will be the cutoff for signing up for the event itself. I think that's a good amount of time to, you know, do the cutoff. And so if you have anybody that would like to go to the event, please have them contact me on the MGS Paranormal uh, email page. And I'll get this up here in a second. Maybe. There you go. Cover that face up. So this is where you can get a hold of me if you want to call me, if you want to email me, or if you know me on Facebook. You can message me there if you were still interested in going. And oh yeah, that's funny. Um, but this is where you can get a hold of me. If I don't pick up the phone during the day, usually from like I said, 7 o'clock in the morning till noon, I'm busy at work. So uh, yeah, it's gonna be a good time, absolutely good time. So and that way, just leave me a message on my phone, and I will listen to your message afterwards. Um, if you choose to email me at the MGS Paranormal or yeah, MGS Paranormal at gmail.com, put on there for a header as um, attention Valentine's investigation. That way I know it's for the investigation and whether you're coming or not. Um, that's kind of how that will work for there. And, 2, I mean, if it's easier for you to just message me on Messenger, that's primarily where I get my messages and I see them right away. So, uh, if you want my attention that way, that's a good way to do it as well. Um, so that would be pretty much what's going on for February 11th, and the Thursday, the 9th would be the cutoff date. So hopefully, more of you join in and stuff like that. I will post tomorrow what the weather is supposed to be like, or so for some of you that are phone savvy, you'll be able to see what the 10-day outlook is and what the temperature and the weather will be for Saturday. So, but other than that, I will do a post on that tomorrow and put it out there so everybody knows what that day is going to be like. And overall, I'm excited. Um, and you know, take that off, put this on here. So with that, and I got to take this off. Hold on a second. Um, there we go. Sorry about that. Um, Anywho, what it is basically, like I said, $30 at the door is the donation, and um, so far as that goes, okay, so if you go in a jail cell area, it's not heated in there. So do bring your jackets, bring your gloves. We're gonna get some or me and Marshall will go and get some hand warmers and have them out there for those who want to grab a hand warmer and put it in your pocket as you go into the jail for your investigation. Um, so that part is really cold. Just, so you know what's going on for the jail part. The other half, yeah, it's heated pretty well. So you'll be okay in the house side of things. Like I said, $30 donation is due at the door per person. And we'll be doing a 5 to 6 Q&A session with Aaron and Nick, so that'll be a good time. So if you have your questions about the show that they did on Netflix, or uh, all sorts of other questions that you have in mind, they'll be happy to answer them. Right, right. We're not outside unless you want to be outside. I mean, I know I don't want to, but and in fact, you may not. You never know what you might get outside if you do an EVP session. Just have your windscreens on your digital voice recorders and just see what you get. I mean, that's my opinion anyway. Yeah, this is gonna be fun, Lori. I'm excited for this to happen, and it's really nice to get these guys to come up and praying for the best for weather that day. Let me get this off of here. There you go. So yeah, I'm excited and waiting to see how many people show up and come into investigations. And if you feel that you come for the first one and you want to stay for the second one, please do so. You're welcome to stay for the second one as well. Get 6 hours in of investigating time, which is a lot of fun. And you never know. I mean, you get someone that shows up and you meet a friend and say, hey, this is kind of cool. We should do more paranormal investigations later on down the road. You can do that as well. Or if you feel like, hey, you know, I didn't really get a whole lot on this investigation, people wise, and sometimes that happens. And just come on back, call me up, and come on down for a regular 8-hour investigation. You can do that as well. So that's one of those things that you can do. So, but like I said, the cutoff date is February 9th, and get a hold of me on Messenger primarily because I would see that first. Email me if you like, attention Valentine's investigation, or you can give me a call. Okay. Sounds good. Uh, as of right now, I mean, so that will bring us to last time I counted, it was 13 people are coming. So I think that that is a pretty good round number. Um, if you'd like to, I know there is a hotel not too far out. I believe that's the American Inn. So if you want to lodge there, you can do that as well. I would call ahead of time and just to make sure that there's some spots available, which I'm guessing there will be because I don't know if there's any other event going on in Wautoma at that time in that day. So I think that there will be a lot of lodging available. So depending on where you're coming from, yeah, I mean, you don't know what the rest of the night's gonna bring as if you just when you decide to leave, you don't know, yeah, if, if the storm brews up and there's snow coming or that type of thing. Um, so yeah, that's a good wise decision. Other than that, that is pretty much the announcement I have for today regarding to the event. And if you like to join us sometime for an investigation, say, hey, I would love to come and investigate for 8 hours with you guys. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, we have four people on our team right now. So that's, it's a good small number. And sometimes investigating these locations in small numbers are really good. So, and I think the results can be better versus a bigger group, but that's my opinion only. Um, but yeah, so if that's the case, then just let me know. And like Amy, I know you and your husband are from Chicago, but you also like to come out and do investigations because you are on a bit on a paranormal team as it is. But if you feel like I want to come up, let's do an investigation together. I don't have a problem with that. So other than that, I think 20 people is a pretty good round number for this location as far as like event wise when we split it up and for those who stay all for throughout the whole thing, we still can get good results. I think anything beyond 20 people is really, stretching it. So, but like I said, it's out of my control as to what you know, how many people are planning to come. And so far, I think this is a good outcome right now of how many people are coming. And I think Lori would agree with that as well. I don't know what the numbers were on the last one. So, if Lori, if you're still in there, what was the number on the last Valentine's investigation you had for people wise? Give her time to chime in there, right? 10 each group. Okay, so we had 10 each group last time. Hey, Ron, how you doing? Yes. DW Forest in the house, absolutely. So like I said, 10, and we're gonna have Nick and Aaron. It's gonna, depend on how long they stay for investigating. Because they live in Iowa, so it's a 3-hour drive for them. So I'm sure they have to have some sort of cutoff time as to, you know, like I said, travel and get back home, unless they decide to lodge. That I don't know. That's good. And, we'll see how that turns out, but even if they decide to go home after the first group, I mean, you still got the 4 of us that investigate and stuff, and we can split off the teams with each one of us and go into different parts of the building, um, and, stuff like that, so, they'll play it by ear and how long they decide to stay. That's up to them, like I said, and, yeah. I think it's gonna be a good time. I'm excited. I'm excited for you guys to get there to see these Nick and Aaron and talk to them and pick at their brains a little bit. I think they're always waiting for that. Um, and you know, till next year after this event, let's see who else I can get out of the bag of my tricks and come to the event as well. Ah, yeah. And that happens sometimes, Ron. That happens. Not every time we can go out and get stuff and have a good investigation. So there's plenty of opportunities to go investigate, whether it's the place you were just at or another location. That's just how it goes. Um, I just we had one last night. It was an interesting place. Uh, but I did notice that when investigating, correct. Yeah, yeah, I'd say 4% of everything in this paranormal field can be demons, but even then, so I think that um, you got to really piss it off to really become a demon in a way. That's just in my mind, in my opinion. And like I said in the investigation we had last night, I just it was a small location. It was a theater. It was an upstairs, two balcony theater. We had a basement to go through. And unfortunately, I did not realize that my voice really carried, and I was a little bit too loud. So that's something I'm gonna have to work on when I go to these locations. And that I know EVPs and digital voice recorders can catch everything, but in the same instance too is I don't want to sound like I'm whispering because sometimes that those the recorders and playback can get misconstrued as to what was actually being said if it sounds like we're whispering. Um, so that's one of those things I gotta learn to control my voice because being in a factory for 20 some odd years, you're kind of used to saying things out loud and a little bit louder than normal people. So Jericho, yep, I've heard of that place. I heard at some point he was gonna open that up. There you go. Yep, my wife is actually from Kentucky, Ron. So, um, so yeah, I think that's one of those things I'm gonna do here at home is I'm gonna turn on the digital voice recorder and okay, and just kind of see how quietly I can talk to ask questions and how much that really translates over to the digital voice recorder. So that way I'm not, I'm teaching myself not to my voice to bleed into other people's investigation time while we're there. Um, so that's just one of those things I found out last night that I have to work on and be a little bit better and more respectful for other teams that are in the area. Like I said, being in a factory business for 20 some odd years, it's just when you speak, you're normally speaking loud. So, um, but in a theater, it does travel pretty heavily. And yeah, so that's kind of one of the reasons why I did not go live last night. It's just because I think it would have been uh, more of a hindrance, really. And I don't think that you guys would have really got um, a good showing as far as like paranormal investigation wise. Um, I know it's nice to look at a location when you're doing a paranormal investigating in Facebook, but sometimes going live can be a hindrance. And that was the first time at art at that location. So, Biltmore. Right, right. Sometimes it's a good time to take breaks and investigating. And I've been to the Biltmore Estate years and years ago. I wanna say, oh gosh, it's been over 20 years since I've been to the Biltmore. Even then, I went back where they had the sheds back there, and where they held the people, back in the day when slavery was a thing, but should have never been a thing. But they did have housing back there, and yeah, and enjoy the moment. Yeah. So, um, we caught a mist on a photo that I took on the camera, which I coincidentally cannot find now because I gotta go look through pictures to find it. If I find it, I'll show it on live. But we did catch a mist in a bright sunny day in a walkway back by the sheds they have back there at the Biltmore State, and that place is fantastic. If you get to go to the Biltmore, it's an awesome place. Um, but yeah, like I said, I didn't go live last night just because of that, and other teams were going on, and I just felt that at that point in time, it was not the right time to go live. So if I eventually get there another time, I will try and go live again. Okay, Maryland. Okay. Oh, geez. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, when it was the big stock, was it in 1929? Was it when the stock market dropped or crashed? What was that? I can't remember what year that was, but it's somewhere around there. So I can imagine, people losing a lot of money at that point. Um, but yeah, so that's basically what we're talking about today is just the February 11th. The cutoff date is Thursday the 9th. So once again, send me a message on Messenger if you're coming or bringing a guest. So that way I can have it marked down that you're coming. And then there is going to be a book, a ledger, as you come into the museum itself, and have you write your names down on the ledger. We'll have waiver forms for you guys to sign, and like I said, it's $30 at the door per person, and it's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be a great time. And I also encourage too is on your way to the museum, maybe we'll have water in the refrigerator downstairs in the basement, I believe, and then we'll have, I think, some candies, Valentine's and candies and stuff like that sitting out. We'll have hand warmers for those of you that want to go to the jail part, and just, I would bring some food along with you and soda if that's the thing that what you like to drink and eat on your paranormal investigations, bring that along. I think that would be helpful for yourself, and, we can also use energy as $30 to. Yep, absolutely. So, yeah, just so bring what you normally drink and eat along so that way you have something there. Um And that's pretty much all I got today to talk about the museum and the announcement, and wishing everybody a good week, and hopefully praying for good weather. Like I said, tomorrow I will post what the weather is supposed to be like for Saturday. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, let's see what we can get done, you know, um, and then see what else at the following year, the next year when it comes up again. Who knows who will show up. So I'm some of my bag of tricks waiting in the sides. Bags of chips or everything. Yeah, right? Get your sodium and salt up, and I'm gonna have plenty of Mountain Dew, I can tell you that. Probably even a Monster with me. Um, so there's gonna be a lot more things. Who knows? I might host another event, but that's time for another place, and that has to be discussed with. lorry in the museum itself. So, as of right now, I don't have it in my mind what I might think of. Who knows? Um, it might be a fall thing. I don't know, but there's a lot of things that go on in Wautoma at that time too. So the town has events, and the museum is part of those events. So who knows? We might just join in some of those events that are happening, and then I can post that, hey, we'll be here for this event that the museum is putting on, and you can stop down, say hi at that point in time too. So as of right now, it's just the Valentine's investigation, and if more events are to come in the future, uh, we'll get that posted. But pretty much that's about it. You all have a wonderful Saturday and enjoy some of the paranormal shows that you like to watch tonight or on YouTube. And happy ghost hunting if you're going out investigating tonight, and hopefully you get a lot of stuff. Uh, I got about 2 weeks of EVPs to go through, so it's gonna take me a while. Uh, but other than that, good luck, happy hunting. Until then, let's see here. Absolutely, Jamie Lynn. So till then, y'all have a great time, great week, and I will see you for a show in about for about a month. I'm taking time off, taking a break from shows. If I do have investigations that do come up, I will try and go live. But until then, that's pretty much what's going on. And I'll see you Saturday. All right. Take care, everybody.